Okay, welcome to my recap today, October 2nd, 2024. My daughter Maddie is here, so she speaks. Oh, alright, so let's see what we're looking at today. Okay, do you want to color?
Yes.
Alright, go ahead and color. Alright, so before we get, so how we do the recap is a couple things. We look at what I saw this morning, what my idea was, and going into the day, and then your turn. And then we're gonna look at talk about my psychology
I want colors.
on colors. And after you talk about my psychology, we're gonna talk about the actual trades I took. You got your colors? Alright, so, okay, something happened over here. Alright, so what we're seeing here is that we're on the weekly time frame, so let's start there. So first thing, after the day ended yesterday, so what we're seeing here is the weekly time frame. And you can see that the last couple of weeks we formed a fair value gap right here, and the market has been testing within that fair value gap this whole week so far, right? Where are we? Today's Wednesday. I don't think it's went 50% into it yet, and it keeps rejecting. So there's a high possibility that we might keep rejecting and we just stay here and we finish it right here during the week. So there's a weekly fair value gap right here, and then a weekly one right above as keeping it within this area. Of course, there's a lot of news. Of course, Iran shooting missiles after Israel and the dock and all that kind of stuff going on. Plus the rate cuts they discussed and all those things. So there's a lot for the market to, I guess, to digest right now. So right now we're just not really doing anything. But it's just crazy, ironic how everything came and it came, all the news came, and it just fell into this great position here for consolidation before it moves either back to the upside or we come back down to the bottom. Okay. So this morning, that's what we're seeing. This morning I came in, I was looking for more consolidation because of course all these rejections we've been seeing, rejections everywhere. So I just looked for a possibility that there was going to be more consolidation today. That was going to be a much harder run, right? Okay, and then that's what I was looking for. So I was just looking to see if hopefully we could get a breakout to one area or not, but I was looking more consolidation, especially on Wednesdays. Wednesdays are pretty wacky, right? Some people call it wacky Wednesdays. So when I sat down late. I had to take my daughter to daycare. So I sat down, my time was 8:30 when I sat down, but market time was 10:30. So good thing though is that I did not miss too much, right? All right. So as far as psychology is pretty good. I had just requested my what is it? My payout from for my monthly payout from Apex, and it was amazing because I requested it last night, and I think an hour later it was approved, and then this morning they said payment was going to be dispatched. So it was a pretty quick process. So big shout out to Apex. And then to the people that, are talking bad about Apex, since I've been there, I've not had any issues with payouts or anything like that. I would say I'm pretty consistent. I try my best to follow within their rules. But in the past, I have went against the rules, like for one trade or here and there. But overall, consistently, I trade within their rules. And I've never had a problem with payout. So if you're having problems with payout, just make sure that you're following their rules. I don't think they're out here trying not to pay people. I think they're just out here trying to make sure the business stays afloat, right? you know, because there's always going to be bad actors that are just trying to game the system, you know. So, you know, cut them a break. Every company makes mistakes, and they're trying to fix their mistakes as best as possible. But I definitely want to send a big shout out to Apex for approving the payout so quickly and getting it sent off so quickly. You know how long my bank takes to get it's a different story, but hey, they are doing their jobs, man. And it's, you know, their CEO did a newsletter or did a recap a couple weeks ago, a week or two ago, about the improvements they said they were going to make, and they're working hard on it. So definitely want to say thank you for Apex, and I'll continue to be working with them. You know, as long as they stay afloat, and hopefully they continue to stay afloat, because they're making the right decisions about keeping the business afloat. And I hope none of those decisions ever turn to where it hurts the trader or the people that are actually trying to trade and make a living out of this. Not the people that are trying to scam the system and finding every single way to break the rules, you know, and hopefully they can continue picking those people out. So people that are trying to make a living, they can make a living off of this, you know, and have somebody else fund it for them, right? So let's talk. So that's why I said my psychology was pretty good, but I was pretty tired because I went to bed a little bit late last night. But yeah, next. So when I came in, the market was just consolidating. So this was today's candle. You know, later sessions already open, so that's what you're seeing there. But yeah, so the market just consolidating, and this is down here is where I got one of my bigger trades yesterday. So when I came in, I was still looking. I was like, where's the possibility? Where can it head? We're gonna head up here, take that out. We're gonna take that out. You know, what's the possible idea? And even if it would took that out, I wouldn't have cared about that one unless it was on the 4 hour. So let's look. So yeah, I want to see. Let me see what I saw this morning. Oh yeah, so this morning I was looking for it to come out and take out up here, right? This area. When I go to a 15-minute, you'll see the 15-minute has it had this thing right here, right? So this area, so we had an equal high. So I wanted to equal high up into this fair value gap, which is if you go into hourly and the 30-minute, there's a fair value gap there. And that's what I was looking for, and for a retracement. So once we got the break up high up there, we got the break up, it came down with a fair value gap that was created right here. And I took the trade after this one, and good thing I've only been taking 10 points because it turned back around on me. And good thing I was taking 10 points and I took it and it worked. But in the long run, I should have not taken that trade, because look at these right here. Look at those. So I shouldn't have taken the trade, but it worked out because of my good risk management and just taking those base hits. And then the second trade I actually took a different trade. So this one I was like, because there was a fair value gap up here, I was like, a possibility, what if it pushes? So when this closed and it was been consolidating and holding here, I took this close and I took it for another 10 points. So I took 2 trades and that was it. That was it for me. I saw the market was consolidating. It wasn't moving, it wasn't running, it wasn't really doing anything. And it was just, you know, pulling in volume. So I was like, all right, well, you know, I'm gonna be done. I'll watch the market to see how things perform, but I wasn't planning on taking any more trades, and that's basically what I took 2 trades, worked out. That's it. Like I said, I'm being pretty mechanical, so yeah, I'm not gonna take some random thing. I'm just gonna take what I see as far as something that falls into my strategy. And this is the first one I've taken, you know, with a consolidation. I would be the one that typically want a fair value gap here, but I did like that it was holding. So I took one of those trades and I took it up here. So that was an old type of trade I would have taken. Normally I'm waiting for the wick and all that kind of stuff. But I was like, all right, let me see this. This looks good. It was holding, so let's see if it can actually push through higher. So that was my trade review. Yeah, if you need any help or you want to look to talk to me about trading or get some ideas or looking for a mentor, I am here to help. I've made every kind of mistakes when it comes to trading. So yeah. All right. Thank you. Bye-bye.